Midlifers, welcome to Let's Talk Midlife. I'm the Midlife Maven, your host, Natascha Hardee of Hardee Life, because you deserve a Hardee life. This is a podcast for midlife women who want to learn tips, tools, and strategies to get through their second season of life. Have you ever struggled with poor self-care, lack of confidence, having no plan, and the fear of aging? Well, you're in the right place. Press play and let's dive into today's episode. Happy midlife to you. Happy midlife to you. Happy midlife. Happy midlife to you. How you all doing? Welcome to the Let's Talk Midlife podcast. I'm Natascha Hardee from Hardee Life, because you deserve a Hardee life, and I am your host, the Midlife Maven. This podcast is about midlife, and it's for people like you who want tips, tools, and strategies to navigate midlife so you can have a fulfilling second season. Well, you're in the right place. Press play and let's dive into the next episode. Welcome. Today, I want to share with you a little bit about myself and why I started this podcast. I am a girl from Brooklyn, born and raised, graduated from the Fame High School. Y'all know that. Fame, I want to live forever. Right? So I graduated from the Fame High School. And I've been in this health and wellness industry since I was a very young toddler. And my mother brought me along to be her yoga partner in the studio called our living room floor. So that's where this all started for me back in toddlerhood. After that, my mom thought, put her in dance. And that's how I became a dancer and went to PA, Performing Arts. Okay. One of the reasons why I feel like it is so important to speak about midlife, tell you about that, because I've been a midlifer for 20 years. Today is my birthday, so happy birthday to me, December 22nd, and I'm turning 60, and I want to celebrate my 60th birthday by kicking off this podcast. Midlife is the time of life where we go through major transitions and no one is speaking about it. It happens between the age of 40 and 65, and there's some variables in there. I decided to put the whole lump in there, 40 to 65, okay? And let you all know that that's when midlife occurs. And the reason why people feel like midlife is a crisis is because we're not prepared, educated, informed, trained, any of that on midlife, like we are about our periods, like marriage, college. We're told about schooling, high school, getting pregnant, saving for retirement. But there's a gap between being an adult and getting into retirement that no one talks about. So when we come upon midlife, the word crisis and midlife is associated together. When you go on Google, it says midlife and crisis all over Google. And I believe that midlife is not a crisis, is midlife ignorance. And if we were educated about midlife early in life, so we can be aware, we wouldn't feel like we were in a crisis because we didn't know anything about it. I just want to say, imagine if no one ever told you that you were going to have a period every month and you just all of a sudden one day see the effects of having a period. It would freak you out. If no one ever told you your stomach was going to expand when you got pregnant and never told you anything about pregnancy, you would be in shock to see that your body morphed into this big ball in front of you, right? So it's the same thing. If you didn't know about a lot of things you knew about, of course it would be a crisis. That's my POV on midlife crisis. And for me, my goal here is to take the opportunity to educate, inform, and give you tips, tools, and strategies on how to manage this very precious time of your life. Well, another reason why I feel like it's important to speak about midlife is because you get to know that there are not only negative things that occur in midlife, but also positive things. And that is a very important part of this podcast, too, is to speak about the benefits of midlife. Okay. And real quick, I just want to say the great thing about going through menopause is that you don't have to have a cycle every month. So having life without a cycle is really exciting. At least for me, it has been. And I also feel like you get to be stretch into your own skin. You get an opportunity to grow into yourself in a way that you haven't in most of your life. And you begin to feel okay with not people pleasing, doing everything everyone wants. It's like a switch goes off. A switch went off for me at 40 about limiting how much nonsense I'm going to put up with people. And then another switch to another level of not putting up with people stuff went off at 50. And I'm going to tell you, there was another switch that went off a couple of weeks ago. For me, turning 60, that there's a big line in the sand. You begin to allow yourself to be less concerned about what everyone thinks about you. For women, we've been told most of our lives that we need to behave a certain way. We need to be a good girl. We don't need to ruffle feathers. We need to make sure people feel good. Don't talk bad. Don't offend people. All of those things begin to fade away. You don't show up in a way that you disrespect people. You're showing up in a way where you're honoring yourself, and it is okay. I also feel that you, in this stage of life, you will give yourself permission to not be perfect, to set up boundaries, to say no, to make mistakes. And when you have those feelings in you and you speak with other women who are going through that, you begin to say, hey, yeah, I can identify with that. I do feel that. So the benefits is having a community of women who are experiencing similar scenarios that you are, circumstances, and you don't feel alone or that you're suffering in silence. You're in a community, or you're coming on here and you're hearing what I'm saying or what guests may be sharing about their own midlife experience. And it's important for you as a woman to know your experience is important, and it's valid for you to feel the way you feel, to know you're not alone, that there's a community of women, and this is a safe space. That's the other benefit. You're in a safe space to share, talk, to hear, listen about experiences or circumstances that you may experience. For example, you may have an episode of not wanting to put up with people, or there may be grief. You may be going through a divorce and have certain feelings. You may have lost a parent or a loved one. You may also be in a situation where, you have to set up boundaries with people that you love or friends that you care about, and it may be uncomfortable. And I'm here to say to you, it's okay to feel uncomfortable, and it's okay to do things uncomfortably. Now, thank you for joining in today. I appreciate you taking the time out of your busy schedule to listen to me. You didn't have to be here, and for that, I truly am grateful to you. Now, remember, if nobody's told you that they love you today, let me be the first to tell you I love you, and there ain't nothing you can do about it. Go be amazing. You know why? Because you are. Because you are. And until next time, thank you so much for listening. You could have been anywhere, and you chose to spend time with me. And for that, I truly am grateful. Let's connect on Instagram, TikTok, and LinkedIn at Hardee Life. That's Hardee, Hardee Life. And also, if you are loving this podcast, I'd be so honored if you go ahead and hit the subscribe button and leave me a review. And remember, if no one has told you that they love you today, let me be the first to tell you, I love you. I love you. And there ain't nothing you can do about it. Now go be amazing because you are. Until next time. Thank you so much for listening. You could have been anywhere and you chose to spend time with me. And for that, I truly am grateful. Let's connect on Instagram, TikTok, and LinkedIn at Hardee Life. That's Hardee, Hardee Life. And also, if you are loving this podcast, I'd be so honored if you go ahead and hit the subscribe button and leave me a review. And remember, if no one has told you that they love you today, let me be the first to tell you, I love you. I love you. And there ain't nothing you can do about it. Now go be amazing because you are. Until next time.